In the meantime, the first inner-city building to emerge in post-earthquake Christchurch will be demolished, despite their government suggesting it would remain.
They were meant to be here at least 3 years. Tammy and Mike Bell waited for the release of the Central City blueprint before signing a lease on the new building.
We first viewed the premises on the 16th of July last year and waited for the blueprint to come out, which shows 2 buildings, our one there and one behind it, which was supposed to be Pedro's restaurant going back in.
The Bells own New Zealand Immigration and Settlement Services and moved into Westende House in August last year.
So about 40% of our clients are construction workers, so it just made sense for us to be able to be really close to them, and so they don't have to go out of their way to leave work to get their immigration issues sorted out.
But now their buildings on the Christchurch Central Development Unit's list of buildings to acquire to make way for the Eastern Frame development. Having to move would be a real hassle, with things having just started to run smoothly.
It would be a massive blow for us as a young business, but also it would really knock our confidence in terms of being in the CBD. If they can pull the rug out from under you in this way by just retrofitting something after a plan's released, it just makes me feel that I don't really want to be in the CBD in case they do this to us again.
This was the first building to be erected in the central city since the earthquake. The 2-storey building on the corner of Worcester and Manchester Streets is less than a year old and cost $4 million to build. It has a land value of almost $2.3 million.
Yeah, we're disappointed that the plan, the rebuild, the blueprint wasn't released in a completed form. Retrofitting ideas to a plan while it's on paper is pretty inexpensive, but as soon as you do it to the point where buildings have gone up, it starts to get really expensive for the taxpayer.
The draft transport chapter of the plan now proposes a widening of Manchester Street. Mike Bell says the building's owner is putting up a good fight to keep Westende House. At the launch of the CCDU plan last year, both Earthquake Recovery Minister Jerry Brownlee and CCDU Director Warwick Isaacs told the building owner it would remain.
So we're really disappointed about the plans to demolish the building. It just seems to be short-sighted.
With just construction going on around them, they've been looking forward to businesses relocating back into the CBD and a lot more foot traffic coming past.
Certainly our space was built for retail, and there's no retail at the moment, but it's a perfect location. We get so much foot traffic, so many people coming along here. We get a lot of lost tourists, partly because we've got friendly signage, but we also get an awful lot of people who actually want to be part of the rebuild and have got the skills to really help.
Isaacs last week was reported as saying the assurances he had given the building owner were made with the best information available at that time. The site had always been designated as part of the Eastern Frame. Bell, though, says Westende House is a true icon of recovery and should remain.
There doesn't really seem to be any sense or planning to all of this. So what I'd like to see is a completed plan delivered to the people of Christchurch so that we can actually really get on with the rebuild and have confidence in it.
And see which direction we're going in. Yeah.
The site used to house West End Jewellers and Alvarado's restaurant, but the old building was destroyed in the earthquakes. Now this new building that's taken its place may too be destroyed. Gracie Fee, CTV News.